शन्नो मित्रस्यं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमः शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Now we are going into the spiritual healing class. In this spiritual healing class, the entire class is around one beautiful meditation. And before going into that meditation, and Master explained, it's a very big lecture. I don't know, he has given this in the Geneva or Brussels in 1972 or 74. It's one of the most important lectures given by the Master about the spiritual healing. I will try to explain to you in a very simple way, as far as possible. I cannot explain to you the entire lecture. It's many pages. I will explain you the important things, and if you are interested more into it, then I will send you the link of this book. Okay. This lecture is about the spiritual healing. The word spiritual means something relating to the spirit. Here Master explained about the spirit in a very beautiful way. The word spirit means the essence of everything. The word spirit means the essence of everything. Here he is giving some examples. When a block of ice melts and becomes water, we can say water is the spirit of ice. Because the spirit is a word we can use in many ways. Many times we use it in a wrong way, with the wrong meaning. That's why Master has given a very beautiful examples of the spirit. One thing is, when a block of ice melts and becomes water, we can say water is the spirit of the ice. Here two things are there, water and block of ice. Why Master said water is the spirit? Because water becomes ice, again ice becomes water. Here the water is same, ice is the other form of the water. That's why Master says water is the spirit. Certainly in this world we see many forms of matter. The matter in our body, and the matter in the things around us. All this matter is made up of atoms, and the atoms can be called the spirit of matter. Okay, it is good. All the atoms are made up of some great energy, and the energy can be called the spirit of atoms. All the atoms are made up of some energy, and that energy is called the spirit of the atoms. So it is simple. All the atoms are made up of energy.
Yes.
In this case, we call energy as the spirit. Okay?
Thank you.
Right? Is it okay now?
I hope so.
Right.
I don't know.
Now, beginning what Master said, ice block and the water. There, water is the spirit. And again Master said, matter and the atoms. All the matter, whatever the matter is, it is made up of atoms. Ice block is made up of water. That's why he called water as a spirit. And next he came to the next step, the matter and the atoms. Whatever is the matter, it is made up of atoms. made up of atoms. That's why here atoms are the spirit. Again he said, all the atoms, they made up of energy. Then he said, energy is the spirit. He go little bit subtler and subtler, understand? Then all this energy is made up of the space consciousness. It is called the space energy. Understand? First water and the ice block. Water is the spirit. Matter and the atoms. Atoms, this atom is the spirit. Then atom and energy. Here energy is the spirit. And energy and the space. Space is the spirit. So he is taking us to the deeper levels of understanding. Understand? Is it clear now? Is it clear now?
Per tutti?
Then we call the spirit of energy. It is called the spirit of energy. That is what we call, here is that is what we call God. That is what the spirit of energy, space energy is what we call God. That is what we call God because everything is made out of that spirit, including our sun and the solar systems. Right?
Can you repeat that?
Yes.
Please.
Yes. That is the spirit of energy, that is what we call God. Spirit of energy.
Dall'energia lo chiamiamo Dio.
It is called this God because
Perché?
everything is made out of that spirit, including the sun and all the planets, all the solar system and anything else. That is the actual meaning of the God. Understand? Difficult, huh? There is no difficulty here. It is so simple.
It's getting easier.
Because he is taking us from the matter into the much more subtle. And I will write here. It is very simple to understand. He is taking us into the deeper layers of meditation. You don't be confused about spiritual. It is not spiritual, it is spirit. Spiritual thing came out of spirit. Now Master what he is doing, he slowly is taking us from the matter into the spirit. Matter is the base, the fundamental thing, and spirit is the final thing. He has given some beautiful examples. We should not be confused. Here he said, water, ice. Water is the base, water becomes ice. Again ice becomes water. Here there is one thing which is not changed. Ice or water. Here two things are there, water and the ice. First water, it becomes ice. Again when ice melts, again it becomes water. Between these two, which is the permanent one?
Water.
What about the spirit? You understand? There is water in the beginning. It becomes ice. Becomes solid, become ice. Again ice becomes water. In these two, which is the permanent one? Water, simple. That's why he called it as a spirit. Right? Then again the next he said, atoms. What he said, atoms becomes the matter is made out of atoms. Here atoms is a spirit. Because matter is made out of atoms. How atoms come into existence? There should be something else. So atoms, energy. How atoms come into existence? Because of the
Energy.
Energy.
So the
If
energy.
there is no energy, there is no atoms. If there are no atoms, there is no matter.
So
If there is no water, there is no ice. Understand? He is going to the root, to the beginning, to the source, to the origin. See, atoms, energy. Here he calls atoms as the spirit. From there, from where the energy come into existence. He said this space. From where energy comes, it comes from the space. That's why he called space as the spirit. Right?
So always the source is the spirit.
Exactly. Always the source is the spirit.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
Then he said, what we call God is the technical meaning of the God is the space energy. So there is no form, there is no color, there is no measurement, there is no beginning, there is no ending. To what? To the God consciousness or the space consciousness, because everything come out of it and everything again goes into it. You understand? That's why what he slowly he taking us into the higher side of the meditation. It is not a technique like meditate at the Blue Center and meditate white light. It is not like that. The meditation is something bigger than all these small meditations. Unless we are thorough with that meditation, we should not become the real spiritual healers. That's why to take us into that depth of the meditation, first he explained in a very, very simple way.
So I have a question, Raju. What is a thought?
Thought.
A thought, what is that?
We'll go further.
Oh.
It will come on the way. It will come on the way. Okay? Okay. Then all these statements here, they are very difficult to understand because he is explaining from a very, very higher spiritual side of teaching. So he just focus on it.
Yeah.
Right? Just as we live on this earth, as the living beings of this earth, every planet has its own living beings on it. As we are all human beings, we are all living on this earth. Like this, on every planet, there are certain beings living on that planet, not as human beings, as beings of that planet. That's why we cannot see them with our eyes. You understand? So what we have to understand, we are living on this earth, we are Addi beings. Like that, some beings are there on the moon, they are the moon beings. That's why we cannot see the moon beings with the Addi eyes. Like that, there are some beings on the sun. They are called the sun beings. We cannot feel them or we cannot see them with the Addi eyes. So what Master is telling, there are beings on all the planets belongs to that particular planet. So many stories are there, and people come from sun, and people they come from the moon, and they visit the Addi beings, and there are stories in the scriptures. But somebody goes to moon and the space shuttle, and he was looking for the human beings. They cannot see them because they are not the human beings of the earth, they are beings of the moon planet. And he is giving another statement. Similarly, the sun also has millions of living beings. The sun also have millions of living beings in the sun globe, and all these things have come out of the same spirit, and we call it spirit. He is telling, even on the sun, why he is taking the example of a sun, you know? All the other planets, except sun, they have the physical form, the globe. Sun is not a physical thing, it is a gas, flame, fire. So you can believe maybe some beings are there on other planets because it's a solid material thing. But sun, there is no matter in the sun. It is like all the time it is burning like this. That's why Master is explaining about the sun. Even on the sun globe, there are millions and millions of beings. Their form is not a matter form. Their form is a spirit form. Spirit. Spirit beings. Spirit beings.
Spirit.
Not spiritual beings. Spirit beings.
Spirit.
Right? So here there is it is a very big science, and most of the things here I also did not explain you about the higher meditations. I never explained you about the higher meditations in Moksha classes also. There are so many meditations, much more higher and much more higher, and we cannot even think about them because we need lot of background to go into those meditations. Without that background, if you go into those meditations, you will be in trouble. Once when I met Guruji means Sivananda Murthy Guru Garu. He's a very, you saw her? You saw him? Thomas. We went to Warangal. He's such a great master, equal to Master E.K. And when I met him in 95, before coming to Austria, and then I asked him whether I can go with Swamiji or not. For advice, I went to him. He said, "Dada, you go and there's no problem." And then, to my surprise, he asked me to sit there. And then, Raju, your yogic path is different from the other people. I was really surprised. He said, your yogic path is different from others. He mentioned to me a very great sage. He was there in India thousands and years back, millions of years back, not thousands. And you belong to that yogic path. I will tell you one meditation. And he told me, from today onwards, he showed me the sun god, sun. It is in the evening. From today onwards, he is your father, and he is your mother, and he is your master, and he is your spirit. So I will give you one meditation of the sun, and I am doing that meditation. You also please do that meditation. It is like research. Then let us sit together and discuss about it. And then what happened? He explained me one meditation. I never heard about it. I never think about it. The meditation, the most highest powerful meditation. And you know what he said? If you do this meditation regularly, you see millions and millions of the souls from the earth entering into the sun like spark. So that is the beauty of what Master is telling here. There are millions of beings in the sun as spirits. Okay, so forget about that meditation. I am giving you some information. There are so many very, very deep meditations. Unless we trained in a certain disciplines, we cannot dream about those meditations, that they are not so useful. Forget about that. Then, why I am telling that every sun ray, every ray from the sun is a spirit. Every ray from the sun is a spirit. Now you understand the statement. Why Master is slowly driving us, you see, for the statement. When we try to understand the spirit, when we try to understand the spirit, and remember the spirit in us and in everyone, when we try to understand the spirit in us and in everyone, then our thoughts and our actions and our speech belong to the spirit. I will explain again. He explained the water and the ice, and he said water is the spirit. He explained matter and the atom, he said matter is the spirit. I explained atoms and energy, and he said energy is the spirit, and energy and space is the spirit. He said finally space energy is nothing but God. What he is telling, if you understand the spirit like this, and you will understand there is a spirit in you and also a spirit in others also. If you realize that there is a spirit in yourself and there is a spirit in other beings also. If you understand the spirit like that and remember the spirit in us and in everyone, then our thoughts, our actions and our speech belong to the spirit. If you understand you are a spirit and I am a spirit, then what happens? Our thoughts will become spirit, our actions will become spirit, our speech will become spirit. Because I am not talking to Monica, I am talking with a spirit. This spirit is talking with another spirit. And I am talking with somebody else. I am not talking from now, not as a Raju. With somebody like Thomas. It will change. Raju as a spirit, talking with Thomas as a spirit. There are no two spirits. There is only one spirit. That's how we have to take our journey from the individual levels, from the matter levels, from the national levels into the spirit level. When the spirit is here and spirit is there, but there is only one spirit. That's how we have to develop ourselves into the spirit consciousness. That is the way how to overcome the differences between the people. There is no male and there is no female, there is no German, there is no Swiss, there is no India, there is no poor, there is no rich, there is no ugly and there is no beautiful. Because every being is a spirit. It includes the animals and birds also, not only with the human beings. You understand? Okay. So, then what we will be useful to anyone in this world, and we will stop to do anything that is harmful to anyone. When you understand when you understand the science, when you try to live as a spirit, then whatever you do, it will be useful to the people, not at all harmful to the people. Okay?
Vero.
Then, what is it?
He says, yes, it's true. In Italian.
So, if you understand, if you are in that state, then nobody can teach you about the non-violence.
About the what?
Non-violence. Nobody can teach you about the non-violence. Non-violence means if you are at that level and nobody can teach you don't eat meat, don't kill the animals, don't hurt other feelings, don't be jealous, don't fight, no wars. All these teachings we don't need if you are in that state of spirit. So understanding from here is different from understanding from above is different. That's why all the great masters, they won't care about what you eat and what you speak. They leave it to us. Whatever you wanted to enjoy, you enjoy. They don't care about it. They care about the higher things. When you are there, all these things will be dropped automatically. So I am leaving you here because it's a very big lesson. And I will go to the Then the master has explained so many things here. I am giving that theory part. And he is going to the healing side of things. We are suffering from over-drugging. We are suffering from over-drugging. People used to eat food previously. Now we are eating drugs. Every day morning, one tablet for BP, one tablet for nervousness, one tablet for sleeping, one for digestion. Now people have started eating the medicines instead of the food. It is what we call over-drugging. He is telling there are people who use multivitamins to maintain their health. They do not understand how dangerous it is to use vitamins in the form of chemical medicinal substances. What he is telling, people they are using the multivitamins in America and other countries. So many people they live on the multivitamin tablets. Master is telling, vitamins what we are using in the chemical form is very dangerous to the health. We need the vitamins in the biological form from the food, but it has become a fashion now. If you go to the doctor or if you go to some medical shop, buy some multivitamins, immediately you will get some sort of energy inside. It has become a habit to use the multivitamins. Master is telling that is very dangerous to the health. But sometimes what happens when we go for any clinical test, sometimes we find some vitamins we are lacking, some vitamins, very much lacking of some vitamins. Then it is a must for us to use the chemical vitamins up to some extent, and up to reach certain level, then you have to stop them and go for biological vitamins. Okay, so the great necessity to take care is felt by nature. So the great necessity to take care is felt by nature on this earth, and it has inculcated a big thought of spiritual healing in the human beings of this earth. It's a beautiful statement. The concept of spiritual healing has come to the earth from the nature, not from the human beings. We feel that we invented the spiritual healing or spiritual techniques like that. But Master telling in the other way, there is a necessity on this earth because of the over-drugging, using of the multivitamins, using of the chemical drugs. The health situation has become so worse. That's why nature has created in our minds for the necessity of the spiritual healing to save the people. And you see, this is a wonderful, beautiful statement. Unless nature produces a thought wave, it cannot take a shape of the thought of a century or a nation. See what the meaning
You
of
have to
it?
repeat it, please.
Yes, I will explain. There are two types of thoughts.
There are what?
Thought.
She take it up. Oh, okay.
Okay. We produce some thoughts. Good thoughts. I wanted to do some great job. I wanted to create something on this earth. Any thought from the human mind, that is one thought. A thought from the universe, a thought from the nature, that is different. With the human thought, there is a possibility of a limitation because it is the human mind, you see. When it comes to the human mind, there are so many limitations. As a Swiss person, you think in a different way. As an Indian person, I think in a different way. I think I am right and you think you are right. As a woman, you think in a different way. As a man, I think in a different way. As a spiritual being, I think in a different way. As a scientist, he can think in a different way. So there is a limitation for the human thought. So many limitations. That's why some thoughts, even though they work for a few years, they disappear. Another thought comes. It will go, like it will changes all the time. But if it is a thought from the nature, it works years and years together, it works with the nations. It will not go back because it is a thought from the nature. So the spiritual healing is the thought from the nature, because human beings, they are suffering with multivitamins and allopathic drugs and chemical drugs. The health is totally spoiled. That's why nature created a thought in the human mind. Nature created a thought in the human minds about the spiritual healing. Okay? Shall I go further?
La natura della natura of the nature is the same as the unit from the universe.
Yes. Not just like that, but it is almost same.
Ah.
Whether it is from the human mind or the nature mind. I will tell you one important thing here. Whatever is there, it should be there first. Unless it is there, nothing will come to us.
Yes, sir.
When we are having a mind, nature also has its own mind. Universe also has its own mind. Understand? Unless something is not there, it will not come to us. So,
Can you make an example?
on the way I will tell. If I make it in a separate thing, again it will become a technical one.
Okay.
I will tell you when it has to come on its own. The beautiful example. And then we will call the universal mind. It is the individual mind. When it comes to the individual mind, so many things act as limitations. For the universe, there is no limitation. You understand? So whatever the thought, whatever the great thought from a human being, it will have its own limitations. Because human mind itself is a limited mind. When it comes from the universe, suppose I will give you a small example. It's light. Sunlight is there. What is the difference? It's a created light here. Anytime it may fail. Or even it is working, it just gives the light in this room. But if you look at the sun, it shines entire globe, entire solar system. That is the difference between the universe and the human being. Right? Then we are going into the healing side. So what we have to understand here, one important thing is, don't think the concept of spiritual healing has come out of the human mind. Don't think like that. The concept of the spiritual healing has come from the nature to the human mind. Unless you understand that, unless we understand that this thought has come from the nature, from the universe, not from our mind, we cannot go beyond certain limitations. If you understand that the spiritual healing come out of human mind, you know what we do? We put all the techniques into it. We put all the rules into it. We put our mind into it. We put many meditations into it. All come out of the human mind. You understand? Now I am directly going into the healing side. Now many people are interested in healing others. Now many people are interested in healing others. That is the problem here. The teachings of the master is totally different from others. And if it is some other class, the teacher directly take us into the healing systems and healing meditations and this and that. Master always, he pull us down first to lift us into the heavens. He is telling, now many people are interested in healing others, but they forget that they have to heal themselves. You understand? We are interested in healing others, but we don't think about healing ourselves. Unless we heal ourselves, how can we heal others? It's a pure common sense. That's why Many times I used to tell, if really somebody wanted to become a true spiritual being, somebody wanted to become a true spiritual being, it is my observation, we have to do something in this world for our livelihood. We have to do some work, or some business, or something else for our livelihood, and take away the spiritual side of things in a different way. If you make spiritual stuff as our livelihood, it is different. Shall I explain again?
Yes.
Yes. It is a very important thing. Of course, it is possible, may not be possible, but I am telling you, if somebody wanted to be a true spiritual being, if somebody wanted to be a true spiritual being, they have to find something in this world, some job or some work or anything, to earn money, to live in this life. Some work, any work. If they make spiritual stuff as a earning thing, then things will be different.
Worse or better?
Huh?
Worse or better?
Not worse, but things will be different. I'm not telling, I'm not judging anything here, not good or bad, but a person who is living with some other money, from a job or a business, whatever it may be, and take his other part of life, in the spiritual part of life, things will be different. We did not change, but it is true, because the quality of work will be changed. Suppose I will give you a small example. I will give you a small example about myself. Suppose there are 13 here, including Priska. 13 here. And I am giving a class here. And how many people are here? 13. How much money I will get? 13 into? Okay. How much money I spend for my ticket? Oh. And why I have to come here? Oh. How can I teach here? If I calculate my money, what I will get? All the time, so small, few small group. And I think all these things I cannot give the class here. I am having something else in my life to live, to earn. A publishing house or something. I am free to talk as I like. I am go to any extent to teach. If I am depending upon you and your fees, I have to change my teaching. And I have to tell you, oh Monica, you are something special. I have seen lot of things changing in you. All the time I will try to appreciate her and inspire you, this and that, and to make her so inspired to bring some more people into the group. The quality of the teaching totally will be changed. I have to drive you to the hallucinations and colors and angels and this and this and this and this. I cannot teach like this. So this is the difference. The real master will never try to make money out of his spiritual stuff. But how he lives? He lives on a different source, different work. That's why if you follow me from the beginning, whoever come to me with all sincerity, I used to tell them, go for work. Do something else. Do something else. Why? Because if they can earn some money to live in this world in a comfortable way, they can be free in their mind, in their heart, to practice with much more interest. If that is not there in the life, whatever may be the teaching, whatever may be the great teaching, there is no comfortable money or something in this in their life, always it is there lacking and lacking and lacking. They cannot focus on it. That's why all the time I used to tell the people, just go to some job, do some work, get some money. Should be comfortable. Then this life will be much more comfortable. The energies flows in the right direction. The mind works in the right direction. Understand?
You
Start
can
worry.
really let flow
Yes.
what you want to say.
Yes.
You don't have to make compromises.
Yes.
Experience that myself.
Yes. Even then, sometimes when you are in that state, even then if you handle the classes or the healings and if you get some money out of it, there's nothing wrong in it. But here it should not be polluted.
Yeah.
That's very important. So I will give you an example. So I wanted to live a spiritual life. I wanted to live a total spiritual life. This is under understanding. And I don't want to confuse you, that's why I'm giving you another example. I wanted to live a total spiritual life. I don't want to work in any other place. I wanted a total spiritual life. Then I need money to live in this world. So for that purpose, it's not a business. You understand the difference, what I am telling you. So we decided to live a total spiritual life. We don't want to deviate from that. We don't want to do any other work. We wanted to do only spiritual work. Even then, we need money to live in this world. In that case, whatever you know, the astrology or the healing or a teaching or somebody else, we can earn out of it for what? For your living, not for the business. We should not be polluted here. If we can maintain that state, we can do this.
It's ganze
Sehr viele Leute. Ja,
it's very delicate difference.
ja.
It's very difficult
Yeah.
I
to
think
maintain the
it's not-
balance.
it's not a small-
I will give you an example. There is a small Thomas, he is a big Thomas. There's a small Thomas in Silke's place. I'm so happy to see that Thomas. Silke told me, and we are going to meet a yoga teacher here, and so it's very good. She told me another thing. She used to give the meditation classes, yoga classes. People used to give some money to him. What she said, whatever they wanted to give, they put the money in the
Box, yeah.
box. He doesn't care how much they put. 10 euros or 20 euros or 5 euros, he doesn't care about it. They will put the money in the box. He's German man. Doing things like this. I was really so surprised. I'm so happy. Silke, let us go and see him. You know why? This is the practice of the Indian great masters. Thousands of years back, they are the doctors. So what they do, they put a bag backside. They put a bag backside. They travel the village, house to house, with herbs, medicinal herbs in their hands. And they, how are you? And fine, I'm having fever. Oh, fever, come, use this herb. You will go away, out of the house. And the person in the house, they will come behind, they put some money in his bag, or they put some vegetables in the bag, they put some rice in the bag. This man doesn't know what they put in their bag, and he go further. He go to another house. Again, he inquire about their health. He gives some medicine, and he just walk out. And the people in the house, sometimes something is there, they will put in the bag. Something is not there, they won't do it. He doesn't care whether they give some money or not. He doesn't care how much they put. This is a practice, a very good practice in India, thousands of years back. And Silke told about this boy, he's not so old, he's maybe 40 years or 35 years, 40 years maybe. And she told about this man, Thomas. I was so happy. Because thousands of years back, the Indian doctors, they followed this tradition. A German man, following that tradition, I was really so happy. I wanted to, and we both went to see him. And this is the principle. He is also collecting the money, but he doesn't know how much money the others. It's a virtue. It's a great quality. That man, he doesn't know about it. He doesn't know the seriousness about it. But it's a great practice. In that case, even though he is taking money for a yoga course, it is good. So it's a very delicate thing. So if we put the bag now on the bag, you know what happens now? If you follow this,
Who knows?
somebody will take it. When we go home and open the bag, the stones will be there.
It's only a sign.
The gold
Thank you
will be
very much.
taken. So we should not follow all the things, but we have to understand the spirit of it.
So when in Switzerland Reiki popped up, the first courses were much more than 10,000 Swiss francs for 2 days.
Yeah.
3 days.
Tell me.
Absolutely.
I will conduct the classes. Okay. So what I am telling, don't take everything so seriously. Sometimes it is practical, sometimes it is not practical. It depends on so many things. So what I wanted to tell you, we should be comfortable in this life first. That's very important. We need some money to live. We need some money to live. I am not telling we need money to live. There's a difference. We need some money to live in this world. We have to work. What type of work? We should not be harmful to others. We should not cheat anybody. We should not grab anything from others. We should work for our livelihood, for our future. For our future. Because otherwise somebody will come to help us. Why should it be like that? Then, if you are in that mindset, you feel how beautiful this life is. You will have a lot of time in your hand. You will have a lot of time. You will have a lot of energy. You will have a lot of mental peace. You feel like there is a lot of time on this earth to work for others. Now, when you are totally focused on the money only, when you are totally focused on your personal growth only, when you are totally focused on your personal things only, you feel that you are so busy. No time, no energy, nothing. Why can't you do some service? How can I find time, sir? He is a patient. And somebody is telling that he is very busy. For me, he is a patient. Mental patient. Psychological patient. There is a lot of time in this world. 24 hours. God has even given 24 hours. We are spending the time in the unnecessary things. We don't know how to use the time given by the God. Time is given by the God. It is not created by us. Understand? Try.
Grazie.
So Master is telling that anyone who wants to be a healer, anyone who wanted to be a healer, should first heal himself or herself and make the physical body and the mental body perfect, and then only he or she can heal others. Understand? When somebody wanted to become a healer, first of all they have to heal their physical body and the mental body. Physical body means their physical health. Mental body means their thoughts and their behaviors and all those things. Generally, whether somebody is very strong in the physical body they are very cruel or jealous or limited in their mental body. Somebody is so strong mentally, they are so nice and so good and so happy and they care for the people, but unfortunately they are very weak physically. Both are. So somebody is, if you are very strong in the mind, sometimes you are very weak. If you are so strong, but mentally you are not so strong. Strong is maybe stubborn, arrogant. These are the diseases. Somebody is so arrogant, he is an arrogant patient. Somebody is so restless, he is a restless patient. Somebody is very emotional, he is an emotional patient. He is ill health. The homeopathy teaches us any sort of aberration, excessiveness, nothing but a mental symptom. He is so angry, there is a mental symptom. He is so selfish, it is a mental symptom. He is so possessive, it is also a mental symptom. He feels that he is a master, it is also a mental symptom. Yes, if you read homeopathy, you will become a good spiritualist. Yes. Somebody feels that he is so intelligent. I see there is some drug. There is some medicine. Sir, I used to see the angels in my dream. Oh, I see. Next time when he comes to the hospital, sir, I am some problem in my lungs. Come. We will be waiting for him. For what? To give the medicine, not to his lung problem, to his... because he is looking at the angels, masters. He said, oh... And then we will be waiting for him to come with some problem. When they come, after 2 or 3 months, 4 months, hey man, why you are not telling me about your dreams? No sir, they are not coming, sir. This is the sign of a good health. This is the sign of a good health. I will give you one beautiful example. Not example, it happened. When I went to the master, I was 20 years old. In the morning after the prayer, one person came. So serious prayer. What is the problem with you? when master is doing the puja, worship, then we have to sit like this and look after him and how he is doing the puja. And this man, I am so angry. And then what is the problem with this man? And after the puja, he was giving the water, holy water and the prasadam, the fruits, master. He did not took the fruit from the master. He said, master, I just went to the holy place, had a discussion with that God. He is telling, master, oh, I see. Oh, I see. What did he say?
What did she say?
What did he say? And then this man told, master, the God said, he wanted to work through me. He wanted to work through me. Whatever I speak, it is not me, it is the God. Oh, I see. Master, oh, I see. Good. He started for 30 minutes. We thought, what is this nonsense? Then master, he said, so you are a very great man, you just sit here. I'll just go inside and come. You know what he did, master? He said, bring me 1 cup of water. I took 1 cup of water and he went inside, took some pills, homeopathy pills. He mixed in the water until they dissolve. And then all his master, like this. My dear sir, this is the holy water sent to me by your God. He asked me to give it to you. I see. I see. Give it to me, sir. That man, Raju, give it to him. No, you should give it to me. He said, Master, okay, see, and he gave that water to him. And then he went away. It's the most powerful medicine in homeopathy to all the hallucinations. He came after 3 months, sit quiet, looking at the master. And then I asked, what about your God and his visions? No, sir. He's not appearing now. That's why I came to see the master. Finish. If I give the same medicine, it will not work like that. It's the master who gave the medicine with his love, with the responsibility, with the concern. He wanted to change that man. That works with the medicine. If I give the same medicine, it will not work like that. If the master has given the medicine, work like that. So what I am going to tell you, if you are a homeopath, for example, your understanding of spirituality will totally be changed. Your understanding of spirituality will be totally changed. Whatever the aberration, we look at the people with a medical background. He is a patient of anger, he is a patient of lust, he is a patient of hallucinations, he is a patient of possessiveness. We see all these things, whatever we feel bad, as a mental symptom. So don't be confused. All the visions are not hallucinations. Don't think like that. What I wanted to tell you, 90 out of 100 experiences, 90 are the hallucinations, 10 are the real ones. So we are in the 10, not in the 90.
You're very generous.
Otherwise, you will not give me the fees.
Don't worry, the feet we have.
So, I am telling you the truth. There is a secret here, I will tell you. Because in Europe I should not speak like this. And in Susan's place we had one class. And then I told in the class, and Mona and others they came. Traveling. Mona, one lady, Mona, and some group was there. So many people they came and they went like the birds. It's a beautiful group in Susan's place. Then I said, don't take milk products, don't eat chocolates, don't eat ice creams, and all these things I explained. After the class, I don't know who has come to me. Don't teach these classes in Switzerland because they will throw you out. Because Switzerland is living only with the dirty products. If you speak like this in the open lectures, they will throw you out. Like that. When Europe and I don't know about America, in Europe, if you speak about all these visions or hallucinations, nobody will accept it. But I am telling you one truth. If somebody appears in your dream means, either it should be programmed in the subconscious mind by reading the stories or by seeing the movies or something else. Unless you see something else as a picture, unless you read something in the book, unless you see a movie, it cannot come into your mind. You cannot create a new thing. You cannot create a new thing. Most of the things they are printed in our subconscious mind. We are not aware of that. It will come as a vision or as experience after some years. We are also not aware of that. Suppose, to speak the truth, suppose somebody tells, I have seen Krishna in my dream. How can you see Krishna in your dream? You never saw him. When you never saw him, how can you see him? It is impossible. Because you read about him, you saw him in the movies, and you read the description of the Krishna or any angel, it will be registered in your subconscious thing and it will appear. 90% of the experience are like this. 10% are real. If somebody tells you, I have seen Krishna, he is 10 feet, then we have to think about it. Because he was born 5,000 years back. In those days, they are not 6-footers or 5-footers. They are 10, 12, something like that. If somebody tells you that when I am doing the prayer, when I am doing the meditation, there is a cool breeze came, I was totally like this and opened my eyes. Before me, there are people very long. Then you have to think about it. Because you never saw them in any movie, there is no description about them. You understand? Certain things are there where if you see tomorrow the long beings, it is hallucination because already you have the information with you. Suppose tomorrow you telephone to me, Raju, I have seen a long man.
I only saw the feet.
Yeah, then I have to think about the medicine.
I didn't take a cup of water from you.
So what I am telling, there are experiences which are real. They come to us in our meditation or in our life just like a flash. Just like a flash. It is enough for us. It is more than enough for us for the lifetime. For many lives it is more than enough. You understand this very seriously. That's why what we used to tell, don't worry about the visions and don't worry about the colors. You just travel your own journey. Suppose when you are going from Lugano to Basel or Zurich, we have a lot of lakes. We cannot jump into the lake, you see. We just look at the lake, oh so beautiful. We look at the mountain, oh so beautiful. What is beautiful there? It is a mountain. It is a lake. If you look at it, is it beautiful? It's a beautiful. What is beautiful? Nothing is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. How many times you tell it's beautiful and beautiful and beautiful? After some time it will become a mechanical thing. Our journey is different. On the way it's so beautiful, enjoy this. It's so green. It's very good for the eyes. Ah, how beautiful the green. It's very good. But don't jump and sleep there. This is the same thing with the experiences. Our journey is different. On the way we come across so many things. So many times we use the bells inside. Some home inside, some colors inside. So many things will happen on the way. Let them happen. We don't bother about it. We should not stop there. But what the teachers, they do, you see, they do the harm to the students. All the time they will ask you, what about the meditation? What did you see? Then, oh, I saw the color. She says the orange color. Then Monica says, no, I have seen the golden color. So orange is over, golden is over. Then Karen says, no, beautiful blue color, blue is over. Then Esther says, no, violet color. All the 7 colors will come into the class. It is like programming the students to tell something out. When they come to the class, they come with a mind. They sit in the meditation, watch for, to see some colors, to see some forms, to listen to some bells. They program their mind. And teacher also try to impress on the minds. And then it will become a mass hysteria. the mass hysteria. So we can enjoy, what is that? You can enjoy that and the beautiful colors, good. A beautiful angel, good. That is what we lose. But that is not the final goal. This is a vision. But leave it and we go further and further. Our journey is too long. too long. Okay, so don't translate.
I was keeping the point.
So here, mass is actually 4:30. Yeah? That's
Mr. Raju, I have a question. Is this what you were talking before, that there are human thoughts and universal thoughts?
Yes.
Human are just these visions, this stuff.
No, what I am telling you.
90% of thoughts, it's like
Yes, from the human mind.
Okay.
Yeah, you are right. See, he's very right. There is one book, after this tea break, Sonia,
Yeah.
there are so many beautiful books on this earth, so many beautiful books. One book is called The Regents of the Seven Spheres. And Chandler, a lady, Chandler, I like her very much. And she, the disciple of Master Serapis, she has a direct contact with that master. She has written two books. One is The Wheel of Rebirth. There are her previous births. She mentioned about her previous births. And if I have the money, I will take the movie of it. One of the stories. It's a beautiful story. See, it will become a very beautiful movie. The second one is the Regents of Seven Spheres. These two books, Master E.K. recommended me, because my wife belongs to the Serapis ray, the fourth ray. Then in that book she wrote, even she is from England. I was really astonished. An English woman writing this type of book. You know what she wrote? So many people, they speak about the angels and their forms. It is impossible to see any angel in a form. They are not the forms, they are the intelligences. You can feel the presence of the angel, but you cannot see the angel with your eyes. So, so beautiful. And then it is so correct. Suppose if you are, even when I am speaking, I am feeling the feeling inside. When you are here, Master gave her a statement a few minutes back. What he did, if you understand what is the spirit, you will understand you are a spirit and other also is a spirit. No spirit, there is only one spirit. It happens we can experience this spirit in the groups. So if there are 12 or 13 here, she is having her own mind and he is having his own mind. You are having your own mind and I am having my own mind. If so many minds are here, we cannot experience the oneness. In the meditation or in the chanting, or when you chant the Om, or all of us meditate only one thing with one mind, in those circumstances, something happens when all the minds suspends, only one mind, master mind prevails, then it is possible to get such an experience. You know, all of us, our minds will become so light. Light means not light, color. Light means like weight. And then all of us, we feel as if there is only one person here. Sometimes you get a very cool breeze touching our bodies like that and go. All of us, we get the same idea, same feeling, only one feeling. I got it. Oh, I also got it. Oh, I also got it. It is called the group consciousness. The only condition is there should not be so many minds. There is only one mind, one consciousness. So the cool breeze coming like this, you see, that is the presence of a master. That is the presence of the angel. A beautiful thought coming to our mind in the meditation, that is the presence of the angel. That is the presence of the master. That's why it is very easy to receive the presence of the masters as a group. It is not so easy as an individual. Because this is the group, it is possible to suspend all our thoughts, suspend our individuality, and live as a group with the group consciousness. she explained in a very beautiful way. We can feel the presence, but we cannot see the forms of the angels. It's a wonderful statement. Easy.
Absolutely.
Rebirth
Uh-huh.
e la regione delle
Sounds spheres.
seven spheres.
The name of the lady.
How's the lady's called? Name?
Chalan.
Right.
Chalan. K.H. Chalan.
Allora. K.
H.
Charlotte.
Chalan. C.H.A.
Aha.
Cha. C.H.A.
Yep.
Cha.
There.
Chalan.
Charles.
Chalan. N-E-R. Okay?
So, how can one individual recognize that alone?
Can you repeat?
If we do something on group, I have this feeling, and all the group have the feeling.
Yeah.
And how? But when one is alone,
Yes.
how can he recognize?
It will come by experience. Suppose if it is our own thought, and sometimes it works very well, and we can feel it as the thought from the heavens or from the master. And if there is any opposition, if you tell something and somebody opposes you, and after a few years or few months you feel that it is not right, then you understand it is your thought, not their thought. If it is their thought, it works very smooth. Whatever you require to work for that, it will come to you. You need not go for that. If it is our thought, we have to work for it. If it is their thought, everything follows you. Everything comes to you. You need not wait for it. Understand? That is the difference. Suppose if you are coming to India, for example, you have to pay your ticket and you have to book your hotel and you have to take your own journey with all the problems. If Swiss government is sending you to India, the Swiss government is sending you to India on some work, then they will buy the ticket, they will drop you in the airport, somebody will come to the airport in India, they will provide you a room, they will provide you the money, and they will provide everything. You need not worry about anything except work. Because it is not your work, it is the work of the government. If it is your work, then you take all the problems with you. Same thing with our own work from our own mind. Have to take the responsibility of the work, you have to take the burden of the work. Sometimes we will be successful, sometimes not. The thought is from the heavens, from the higher side. Nothing like that. Everything follows. It will, you will know out of the experience. If it is our thought or the universal thought, it will come with experience. Right? Is it okay?
Okay,
Is it clear?
clear.
Fine.